Hey YouTubers, Steven here. How's everybody doing? Here we are. It's August 6th. You know, we're on the long weekend of August. I know I haven't put out a beer video recently. I really haven't done anything that interesting. And this almost didn't get filmed because I thought I did a blueberry pale ale before. And I went looking through my video library and I didn't see one. I did do a blueberry cider. So here we go. I'm going to do something a little different. I've got 1.5 kilograms of wild blueberries, only the finest, Oxford Foods, and we're going to use just a regular pale ale extract kit, Nottingham ale yeast. I'm going to use 1 kilogram of brown sugar. You know, I have to admit, all the brewing books say to stay away from, you know, regular sugar, but I really like the brown sugar. Maybe it's something with Red Path. Not entirely sure. And I'm going to do a 15-minute Cascade hop boil. It's just going to be 2 ounces. It's only going to be 15 minutes. I just want to get some flavors and some aromas. I don't want any bitterness to go with the blueberries. So, yeah, I think I'm going to call this an East Coast Blueberry Pale Ale. East Coast just because it's our blueberries. And hoppy. So, and grown here in my yard, so why not? Anyways, why don't I have a beer in my hand? That's a really good question. Being that it's almost 2 in the afternoon, low tide is in an hour and a half at the beach that we like going to called Martinique Beach. If you want to Google it, Martinique Beach, Nova Scotia. It's a fantastic beach. It's like 5 kilometers long, all nice sand, and at low tide we go out there looking for sand dollars. It's a good spot some days. Some days you go out there and walk for hours and not find anything. But I'm going to stew the blueberries, or simmer if you will, really low. I don't want to activate the pectins in the juice, or in the berries themselves. So I don't want, you know, to thicken it like jam. So I have to be really, really careful. But I want to kill off any natural yeasts. So I'm going to get things set up here. I'll move the camera and I'll show you how I'm doing everything. Alright, so we've got our blueberries here in the pot. And just like in, you know, extract kits, I also rinsed out the bag for the blueberries. But I'm just going to slowly simmer this and use a potato masher just to mash them up. And the extra water is not going to matter because, you know, this just takes away from the water that I'm going to put in the end. So maybe I'll use my other hand here. But yeah, so we just want to mash these up. It'll probably get easier once it warms up a little bit because these were frozen. But you get the idea. And I got my other pot over here with a couple of liters of water, just starting to get ready for the boil for the hops. So we'll come back when I get a little more action happening. Alright, active boil. Let's get the 2 ounces of Cascade hops in there. Oh, buddy. Look at that. Keiko, stop it. One of our Shih Tzus has a itchy bum. So, yeah, everyone who has a Shih Tzu knows all about that. Anyways, look. Oh, smell the vision. Wicked. And the blueberries are slowly coming up to temperature. I raised it a little bit. It's still not super hot to the touch, but anyways, we'll be back. Alright, so the hops are done. So I've got my strainer bag here. Just gonna pour them all in. And I can't see squat because of the steam. Whew. And I'm just going to pull the top up here. Give her a good spin. I usually just give it a couple of good twists around the the handle like that. It holds it in place. Hopefully I got that on camera. But and then I just take my spoon, just give the hops a little squeezing. Oh buddy, the smell. Alright, so, and the blueberries are looking really, really good. I'll give this a turn over here. The blueberries are doing really well. It's actually just about time to turn them off. It took a while to actually heat up, which is what you want. You want this to slowly come up so you can control it. Not once did this boil. So, I don't think I've released any of the pectins. And fingers crossed. It's probably easier with a Camden tablet, you know, you crush it all up, mix it all in, leave it, you know, for a few days or whatever, but who has that kind of time? Anyways, I'm going to get the extract in here, get it all stirred up, and I'm going to let this cool down. I want to put at least 1 full pot of cold water in this just to bring the temperature down, because I don't want to add the blueberries if the wort is too hot, right? And I'm going to add the brown sugar. So we'll be back when it comes time for the blueberries. Alrighty, so we have our blueberries. I've already added 1 pot of cold water, as you can see. Oh yeah. Let's grab some of this goodness out of this pot. Waste not, want not, right? I don't know. Yeah, it shows up in the camera. Right on. Alright. Alright. Now, I'm just going to top this up with cold water, pitch the yeast, and that'll pretty much do it, I think. Oh, check the gravity. Can't forget about that. We'll be back. Alright, so, other than letting the wort cool down to room temperature and pitching the yeast, it's done. I checked the specific gravity. It's 1040 right now, but it is fairly warm to the touch, so I suspect that it may vary a little bit. I could pull out a thermometer and sterilize it, or sanitize it rather, and find out, or I'm just going to leave it on my brew bench and come back in a couple hours and see what it says. It'll probably be easier, and it'll be my reminder that I've got to pitch the yeast. I'll probably set something on my phone to remind me in a couple of hours to make sure that I don't forget. Yeah, I'm sweating bullets here. It's, you know, the humidex, it's 31 degrees today. We just had a lot of rain, and now the sun's coming out, so you know that really humid weather as it comes out. So, but that's okay, because it's 3 o'clock. Low tide, I think, is just about right now. So 5-10 minutes, I'm going to have everything cleaned up, and I think we're all going to head out the door to go to the beach. So anyways, I'll do an update video, let everyone know how it tastes. Right now it's kind of hard to tell, because with, you know, the fresh hops that I just put in there, plus, you know, the brown sugar is really sweet, the blueberries, yeah, it's got to ferment out. It's hard to tell right now, but getting a bit warm. Anyways, I'm rambling on. Just love talking to you guys. What can I say, right? You're the best. So, until next time, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. Would love to have you aboard on my channel. All my subscribers, thanks for hanging in. Cheers. Hope everything's going well. And until next time, be happy.